As I conclude, or just before I conclude, I'm sure you are keen to find out what did we commit ourselves. During the launch of Generation Equality, Kenya's commitments were about 11, and we said we want a full adaptation of gender-based indicator in government performance contracting. That means in every organization, we will ask what indicator, what will you do with the resources you have, the people you have, what will you do with the gender-based violence? 2, the government is already investing close to $450 billion that is going to be used and through, for once, this is through core financing. You bring the state, the civil society, other stakeholders, so that you can development partner, that you can be able to raise this money. I think raising the 50 million is very important because in the past we have made commitments, but a commitment that is not matched with resources is useless. So we make it this year, next year. So even as the people from the media, every commitment that is made in your institution, I think is good also to follow it with the resources. We have also said we invest annually about 1 million for gender research. I think gender research and innovation to boost evidence-based programming by the year 2026. The Generation Equality Forum is from 2020 to 2026. It's a 5-year program. And we also committed to ratify and implement the ILO Convention 190 on eliminating gender-based violence and harassment in the world of work by the year 2026. We also committed ourselves, and these commitments were led by His Excellency the President, who has been very, very supportive, actually, to women empowerment. This is one president who is not afraid of strong women leaders. There are some times, even when it comes to nomination, presidents no matter what over, they have a very strong voice. If they say you are not good or they don't nominate you, then you might not progress. So I think it's also very important, as in the media, we try tracing how does our pipeline look like. If an opportunity came, would there be women, or would there be, if it's a man issue, would there be people who are ready to meet those opportunities? It's very important. Also, we want to introduce a module on gender-based violence in the 2022 Kenya Demographic Health Survey to promote data to inform the design, scale-up, and evaluation of female genital nutrition and the gender-based programming. We also want to develop a gender-based violence management and information system by the year 2022, which is the year we are also supposed to be heading FGM. We also want to integrate services including medical, legal, and psychological support services into the essential minimum package of the universal health coverage. And you also must have heard about Polycare. Have you heard about Polycare? Where they are bringing all these services under one roof. They have just finished their pilot, and so that the victims of gender-based violence, you go to one roof, you get health services, you get legal services, you get counseling services, and this now we need to implement it in all the 47 counties. Then we also want to scale up, the National Police Service Integrated Response to Gender-Based Violence, that is the police care. We also finally, the last one, want to establish gender-based survivor fund through a co-financing model in partnership with the private sector, civil society, and the other stakeholders for economic empowerment of gender-based warriors. I think survivors. So it is very important for us and this media to highlight what is different if we are now having a whole of government, the whole of society approach in dealing with the coalition that Kenya has decided to pursue, which is gender-based violence. But I don't want you to forget also other coalitions are important. We are also implementing here, but you will be answerable when it comes to UN Generation Equality Forum, will be answerable more to gender-based violence. But I also want you to underline that gender-based violence cannot be implemented alone without all those other pillars, because there is a relationship with that. Therefore, in conclusion, Gender-based affects health, economy, and development of the country. So I urge the media to work with the government and all other stakeholders to implement these commitments. Media has a big role in matters of public, because it's a public interest, is indeed global initiative that brings together an opportunity. That's why we are taking it in Kenya. This Generation Equality Forum is a new opportunity which brings high-level political leadership. We are also bringing the financing model, and they also at the same being able to have a framework that connects national level. And since most of these issues we are dealing with are at the grassroots with the county government, and then have a monitoring and evaluation framework so that you can be able to give progress every 6 months. I thank you. I think I've taken more than my time, but I will take questions if there is.
Thank you so much, Professor Kobia. And she has actually highlighted key issues that we wanted to know, and also raised the issues that, as the media, just give me 1 second, just sit down there. Give me 1 second. Yeah. As the